Welcome back to another episode of Nanny Tales where people DM me their nanny stories and I tell it on their behalf. So, this one pissed me off real bad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so the girl say she nannied for this little boy, 7 years old, but she nannied for them part-time for a couple of years. In those years that she nannied for them, they eventually asked her to become their house assistant. So while the boys at work, like doing laundry, grocery shopping, little stuff like that. So she's like, perfect. That way I don't have to find another part-time nanny job and I can like low-key do this full-time. She said the little boy she nanny was like, he had a lot of bad behaviors and he was a prankster. Like he liked to play pranks. So one day she said the mom had text her like, hey, we'll be home in 20 minutes. Just letting you know to wrap up whatever, so you can get ready to go home. She tells the little boy, hey, in 20 minutes, your parents will be home. Let's get ready, straighten up your stuff. The little boy look at her and say, well, I'm not going to let you go. So she said she's laughing like, ha, 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 like you're being a kid. And he's like, I'm not laughing. Like, you're not leaving until I want you to leave. So she said she's not paying him no attention. She's just straightening up the stuff that need to be straightened up. She telling him, like, go in the room, take this stuff from downstairs, take it upstairs to your room. And so she said he leaves to take the stuff to his room is what he was supposed to be doing. She's straightening up, not paying nobody no mind, not thinking anything. The parents get home and she's like, all right, fill them in on the day. He's like, all right, I'm gonna head out. She go in her purse, her key's not in her purse. And she's like, okay, well, maybe when we came in, we were in the backyard for a little bit. Maybe I put them out there, like maybe they were in my pocket. Go check the backyard. No. She's like, well, maybe they're in my car from when I picked them up or ran some errands. But she's like, well, I had to get in the house so that I couldn't have left them in the car because then I couldn't have opened the door to the house. So she's like, she just went out there and checked anyway. She's like, well, maybe they're like in one of these little bins, or maybe it's in my sweater, like dumped out her purse, everything. And a little boy, she said, comes downstairs just kind of looking like, but the little boy also plays a lot of pranks on his parents. So she's thinking when she's looking at him like, oh, he must set something up upstairs and his parents don't know about the prank. So she said it's an hour at this point, no keys. She's just sitting there and he's just like, and the parents are like, we really wonder like where your keys been. They're like, we'll get you like a little find my stuff, whatever, like a little locator you could get with Apple. They're like, maybe we should get you one of those so that way it doesn't happen again. Like, I know the day can be a lot, whatever. She's like, no, like I know I brought them in because I got in the house, so they're somewhere. Hour and 30 minutes in, the little boy say, I hid them. So now everybody's looking like, why the fuck is you playing like that? They like, okay, then give her the keys because she's ready to go. Like, we haven't started dinner. We haven't did anything because we've been looking for keys. And he's like, well, I'm not ready for her to go yet. And everybody's like, okay, ha, ha, ha. Like, give her the keys. An additional 30 minutes. So it is 2 hours. And then he's like, well, now I'm ready for you to go. I'll go get the keys for you. Okay. That would have pissed me off so bad. I don't even know what I would have done, honestly. So that was that. That was the prankster stage. She said he will always do little pranks, but nothing that big where she's staying at work an extra 2 hours not getting paid because you want to have some fucking keys. But anyway, so now this is the behavior shit that started pissing me off. She said it started very little, but very dangerous because she said one day she picks him up from school. He makes this little homemade slingshot at school. And she said he folded the papers that you put in a slingshot so sharp. He's shooting her from the... It's not funny. With the slingshot. And from the back seat, just bow, bow, bow. He said right on her neck. So she's feeling the paper just like... So she said the first one, she's like, like she thinking nothing. Then, bow, it happened again. She turned around and he's like trying to hide the thing. And so she said she pulled over and she's like, what the hell? Like, bro, you can't do that shit. Like, that's dangerous. I'm trying to drive. He said, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. And she's like, what do you have back there? Like, give it to me. He's like, I don't have anything. So she get out, go to the back, grab the slingshot. Now he's mad, kicking, screaming. I want my stuff. I want my stuff. I'm going to tell my mom you did something to me. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. But she said she has a camera in her car that records everything. So she's like, she's not even worried about anything. So she takes the slingshot. He stays. He's kicking and screaming. She drives home because the school ain't that far from the house. So it was a short trip, but a long trip. That was that. Then she said the family started letting him watch wrestling. And that's when the behavior of like his violence will like ramp up after he start watching wrestling. He's watching wrestling. She said they're sitting on the couch and he's just running on the back of the couch like this. A 7-year-old boy running on the back of the couch. She said she's not thinking nothing of it. He's always doing something crazy. He's like, whatever. She said, next minute, he takes her neck. Shit, not funny. It's making me so mad for real. He's running, goes like this, takes her neck and jumps down on the couch, like with her neck in his arms like a chokehold. Rips her earring out her ear. Her ear is bleeding and she cannot put an earring in anymore because it's a rip from him pulling down on the couch. Damn near hurts the shit out of her neck. She said to the point that she had to call his parents and say, hey, you need to come home because he done sat here and what is it called? The DDT? That's not funny. Whatever the fuck is called. But he done sat here and choke slammed her ass on the couch and hurt her neck. So she's like, I need to go to the urgent care because your son running on the couch and sat here and put me in a chokehold and slammed me against the couch and ripped my earring all the way out. And now I have a hole in my hole in my ear, and my neck hurts really bad. The parents tell her, we have meetings, so we can't get out of no meetings to come home. So she takes him to the urgent care with her. The parents get mad. Why did you take him to urgent care? She said, because my neck was hurting really bad because he put me in a fucking chokehold and slammed me on the couch. What are you talking about? They're like, well, it couldn't have waited. Like, what did the doctor even say? Like, did he, like, I was like, well, it was nothing, but it hurted a lot. And I wanted to make sure that my neck was okay. Like, the nigga could have broke my neck. They mad at her for taking the boy to the urgent care instead of waiting for them to get home for her to go. So on top of the wrestling, she said he would make like these makeshift weapons. So one of the weapons that he made, she said she don't know what it consists of because he made it on a day that she was not there. She comes in, she said the weapon basically was like almost like a rock and a sock type of idea, but it was like an hard object that she couldn't tell because it was covered up in like the colorful tape that was attached to a stick, and the stick had bubble wrap around the stick, and he would basically swing this fucking thing like this, not looking, not caring who's around or nothing. But it was hard, like the thing, whatever was wrapped in the tape was hard. So she told him like, hey, stop fucking swinging that thing before you hurt somebody. So he's like, oh, just stay out of my way. Just stay out of my way. If you see me swinging it, then just stay out of my way. She's like, why don't you go to the backyard or go outside and do that? But the house is not a place that you should be swinging a lone stick with a hard rock-like thing at the bottom. He's like, well, my parents let me do it, so shut up, basically. So she said he put the thing down, comes in the front room. She's straightening up the front room. That's when he goes and pick up the thing again, gets to swinging it. Like she's cleaning up, he's swinging it. She looks up, bow! The hard rock-like thing hits her in her eye. She said her eye is getting black. Her nose started bleeding from how the damn thing hits her in her face. She calls the parents on FaceTime. They pick up. Her nose is bleeding. Her eye is getting blacker and blacker. And the parents like, oh my God, what happened? She's like, I keep telling y'all this fucking boy. He's, and they just was like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, we'll come home right now. We'll come. She's like, right, because if you don't, like, I'm going to leave. So they come home and they're like, we're so sorry. Like, we'll take care of the medical stuff or whatever. And she's like, I'm just going to go. Like, I'm just going to go. But she said she went back and stayed with them for like another year and just endured it. But it's like, you only got one good time after the DDT on the couch. That would have been a wrap for me. You can wrap it up and you can send it back to the center because I'm leaving because I mean, you bleeding, your eye is black from him swinging a damn homemade weapon. Oh no.